Hey, what's up, everybody? I hope everybody is good out there, and welcome to another episode of Finding Your Purpose. I know it's been a minute, trying to get a lot of things together, but we're finally moving in a positive direction. So, before we get into it, I want to tell everyone to please like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. That way we can keep the channel growing and get better and better. And feel free to donate if you would like to. Anything helps, whether it's $1, whatever, anything helps. All the proceeds go to making content better for my listeners and viewers. All that good stuff goes towards to getting better merch, things like that, because we're in this together. Okay, with that being said, let me get into what I want to talk about. Now, as you all know, we all have a purpose, and it's our job to find that purpose. And sometimes we have to share. Well, let me reword that. Sometimes our purpose may be to share it with someone we love, making each other feel good, helping each other out, or whatever it may be. But y'all, let's use some common sense here. I say all that to say this. Now, I know y'all heard about it like maybe a week ago, whatever, in Los Angeles, where this nurse from, I believe she was from Texas, she was out here visiting, a man she was in a relationship with. They broke up. So she's upset and enraged and gets in a car, go plowing down the freeway in LA, 90 miles per hour, and she kills 6 people. What the hell? And I know I just had to come out with it. Hopefully YouTube doesn't, find anything wrong with it. I'm trying to be as clean as I can. But come on. In life, we go through ups and downs. We go through breakups. We go through losses. But that doesn't give us the right to injure other people in the process. And to top it off, she's a nurse. So I know she's came across tragic incidents. And for you to be one of the ones to do something so careless, like, come on, get it together. I know you hurt. I know you were in pain. You probably were madly in love with dude. But if you're that hurt to where you can't focus, you can't drive, you can't gather yourself, there's always Uber. There's always Lyft. And I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other services. Come on, you have to use better judgment. I mean, this is just totally ridiculous. I mean, and then in doing research, I came across where one of her friends was like, well, in the past she dated this Olympic medalist, and I believe it was 2017 he passed. And her friend was like, well, she never really could get over it. And okay, I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Sorry for your loss. But, we go through ups and downs in life. That doesn't excuse her. It doesn't excuse the behavior. It really doesn't. And I was also going through other public notes about this situation. And people within the court system are saying she had a history of, these reckless situations like this, and now they're trying to, because she killed, let me rephrase that, because she took the life of 6 people, they're trying to, get her on 6 counts. And so not only does she have 6 counts of that on her, they're also trying to get her for, manslaughter as well. And in the process of that, they're trying to say she has, health problems, with her mind. I don't know if I could say that word, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They're trying to say that she has mental health issues. While that may be true, this is why I've been saying for the longest time, we need screenings. Let's get mental screenings to prevent situations like this from happening. Because if this is true, she should not have been out in society. She damn sure shouldn't be a nurse. Because if that's the case, she could flip out over anything. It doesn't have to be a breakup. If that's the case, all it takes is for something to trigger her, and she might flip out on one of her patients. I am so sick of people using that as a way to get out of punishment, in a sense. Now, I'm not saying that everyone that claims that is lying. I'm not saying that at all. But why is it that always comes up in the most tragic situations? Now, if you're going to claim that, couldn't you do research? See if the families were actually trying to get this person help before they, went on this dangerous situation. This is just, it's beyond me that this is always a cop out. And if this is true, if she had a history of that type of situation, was it on file? Because if it was on file, what was she doing driving? Let alone, as I said it before, let alone working as a nurse. Because you have other people's lives in your hands. And I really don't get it. Like, why is that always brought up in tragic situations like this? And then you find out, oh, well, he or she had a history of that. What were you doing letting them out in society? Shouldn't they be in constant therapy? Shouldn't they be in an institution that helps people in their type of situations? They should not be trying to function in society like this. Don't wait till something tragically happens and then you want to, oh, well, they had a history of this and that. Nice time to know when families lost loved ones who they weren't even connected to the situation. They were just going on about their lives. And look what happened. We, as a society, we got to do better. We have to do better. For starters, if you can't handle a breakup, then don't even get involved. Don't get involved. Keep things on a friendly level if you can handle that. If you can't handle that, then, don't even do that. I mean, we, as people, we know what we can handle and we know what we can't handle. Now, that's just a given fact. That right there, there's no excuse. We know what we can handle and we know what we can't handle. And if you can't handle, getting with someone on a personal level, as far as like relationship status, whatever, if you can't handle the possibility that you might not work out, don't even let it get to that point. Because if you go out and do careless things, like what happened, what is there to gain out of that? You lost, and multiple families lost. This is just ridiculous. There's no pass for things like this. Things like this could be avoided. Could have been avoided. And if you can't handle it, get an Uber. If you desperately have to go to where the person is at, if you guys can't talk, on the phone or however, you may communicate these days. If you must go face to face, but if you can't handle the outcome, get an Uber, get a Lyft, get whatever type of transportation, whatever is needed. If you cannot function, because this is totally unacceptable. It is. This is unacceptable on all levels. And I'm sorry for the things she has been through that maybe she couldn't handle. But that still does not give you the okay to be careless like that. And y'all, that's what stunned me the most. It's like, you are a nurse. You of all people should know better than what you're doing. I'm pretty sure she ran across, people with, tough situations. It doesn't make it okay. It's not okay. This, I don't know, y'all. It has my mind gone, because we must understand that if we do get in a relationship with someone, that doesn't mean that you and that person are meant to be together. Some people are in your life for a season. I don't know how many times or how many shows I have done that and said those exact words. Some people are in your life for a season, but it is us that try to hang on to the very thing that God is trying to pull us apart from. I mean, we sit there and we ask for things to get better, when in reality God is trying to help. Excuse me. When in reality God is trying to fix our situation. But we sitting up here playing tug of war with God. He's trying to remove us out of that situation, but yet we're trying to keep the situation intact. But yet we're praying for him to fix it. And that's one thing. He doesn't tell you how he's going to fix the situation. We just got to go with the flow. That's why they say for you to pray. Pray on whatever. And let him fix it. Let him guide us the way he wants us to go. And I say all that to say this. Maybe her and that person weren't meant to be. Maybe that situation has ran its course. And she couldn't understand that. It still doesn't make it okay for her to make the choices that she has made. It's not okay. She probably missed out on her blessing because she's stuck on the situation that she was being removed from. Yes, we do get attached to people and things in our life. But it is time for us to stop and think. What's the best way to word it? Some things that happen in our life, well, actually, most things, they happen to teach us a lesson. They happen to show us how strong we can be. They happen to show us where we were and where we're going to and where we're at now. Troubles don't last always. That's why it is important for us to understand that everything is not going to be all gold and peaches and cream. You know, I think things would have been a lot better for her if she would have she should have just thought it out. Okay, I'm upset, I'm distraught, let me call an Uber. Because apparently she was down visiting, and then that's when the breakup happened. Okay. Take a minute, gather yourself, call an Uber if you cannot handle it. But it's not okay. What took place, it is not okay. It's not okay. Now families are lost. They're left with trying to pick up the pieces and understand why. Including her own family. Including her own. Y'all, it's just... we just gotta get it together, y'all. With that being said, I think I'm done with my rant today. So, y'all remember that we are all designed for a purpose. Meaning we all have a purpose, but it's up to us to find the purpose and to never give up. It doesn't matter how small or how big, all of our purposes matter. So, with that being said, y'all, don't forget to check on your loved ones. Let's love on each other and help each other. Let's try to do our part in making our society a better place. And keep striving and finding that purpose. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Love y'all. Peace. Stay safe.